is so dark? Hi. So I'm going to talk to you guys today about why weight gain has actually been the most wonderful thing for me, and actually one of the best things. And I'm actually super, super grateful for any time that I've gained weight in my life. And I know that might sound crazy, but yeah, I'm going to go over 5 tips on why gaining weight is the best thing that could ever happen to you. So first of all, I'm going to talk a little bit about my experience. And for me, I'm someone who has probably put on 10, 15 pounds on and off my whole life. Like, I've been a yo-yoer my whole life. I think, like, even as a woman, I think, or as we change throughout our lifetime, we see weight gain and drop throughout our lives. So I remember as a child, I was incredibly chubby and this tall kid and just like a giant. And I remember just feeling so weird, like just like this weird, awkward, fat kid who was super tall. Like, I remember people being like, "You're so big." And I was like, well, what does that mean? You know, am I tall or am I fat? Like, I didn't get it. But that really confused me. And then I hit puberty and I like grew like crazy and was like super skinny. And then I didn't understand that either because I'd always been fat my whole life. And then all of a sudden I was this skinny, scrawny kid. And yeah, and then I had issues with that. And then puberty stopped and I gained weight again. And I was like, what is going on? Like, it's so confusing as your body changes. And then after that, I had my major weight loss experience where I was like really unhappy with myself and decided that I was actually going to lose weight. And the first time that I lost weight, it was because I would say I was very angry with myself. I hated myself. I didn't like the way my body looked. And that was my initial reason for losing weight, was because I was really unhappy with the way I looked. And I was incredibly, incredibly hard on myself. And like most of us are. And then after that, I lost a bunch of weight. And I felt great. I felt amazing. I was empowered. I felt more confident in who I was. But I ended up breaking a leg, I think it was, and when I gained my weight back. I've kind of like gone up and down on the scale for a long time, but when I broke my leg, I gained a bunch of weight back, and it was like this really just angry and self-hating thing, and like I was just so mean to myself. Like, I was just really, really horrible to myself. I was like, would say things like, I hate you, or I hate this, or I hate the way you look, or no one's gonna like you if you're like this, you're never gonna get a boyfriend, or like things like this. Like, I was really hard on myself. And through that experience, I really learned that, you know, when I changed again, when I lost weight again after I had gained it, I realized that, you know, like, I'm not just doing this because I hate myself, you know, like, there's so much more to me here. You know, I'm able to do so much more. I can run further than I could before, and I could lift more than I could before, and I felt stronger than I had in the previous time that I had lost weight. And that was really, really empowering for me. And then I think, anyways, I've kind of gone up and down, so it's hard for me to remember. But then then the next time I probably went off to school and was feeling awesome and like doing my thing, and then I came home and had to live with my parents again, and that's like a huge shock to your system, and you're like, all of a sudden all your old habits are thrown right in your face and you have to deal with them again. And that's, I think, the third time I gained weight, and I was like, that time was different, because that time I decided, you know, like, I am here and I want to do this for me and not for looking good, or like, yeah, that's a bonus, but it wasn't like the priority. The priority was feeling good and being able to do more than I could before and just feeling awesome. But so that's kind of been my transformative story, and like my weight has shifted. I've been a yo-yoer all my life. I've been up 10 pounds, 15 pounds, and down 10, 15 pounds. And anyways, I'm going to talk about how this time I am up 15 pounds on the scale and I am happy about it. Is that crazy or what? And the thing is I think that I look back on all the times that I've lost and gained weight, and I think the reason that I can be happy about it is because I see this as a gift. This is a gift that God has given me, and I know that this weight gain is going to transform my life. And every time that I gain weight, I come back 10 times harder, 10 times faster, and 10 times stronger than I ever was, every single time. So that is why, like, for me, I am so incredibly grateful to be 15 pounds heavier right now. Yeah, so I wrote some things down because, goodness, my mind is going to, like, forget everything. But, yeah. So definitely the first one, my first tip for loving yourself when you gain weight is to realize that it's a gift, okay? So it's a gift because it's going to help you to understand your habits and to transform those habits. So anytime that I've gained weight, it's helped me to look at the habits that I still haven't truly mastered yet and to develop them further. So for example, a bad habit that I have and I still haven't completely mastered yet is eating when I come home and I feel like tired, when I feel tired instead of going to bed or doing something relaxing for me. So right now, if I come home and I'm tired, I tend to eat the junk, the chocolate, the chips, the ice cream, whatever's kind of like lying around. And I realize that that's a habit for me and that's okay. But this time, for instance, the first time that I lost weight, it would have been incredibly hard if I had come home and had a super, super hard day, or now I was exhausted and I would have eaten the whole entire kitchen. I probably would have had ice cream. I probably would have pop, and then I probably would have had some sort of chips or chocolate or something. Okay, so that would have been like my first experience with weight loss. Maybe the second time, I still had this issue. It maybe wouldn't have been so bad. I would have come home and I would have realized, oh, I'm tired. I would have had the awareness. I'm tired and I want to eat. Whereas before I wouldn't have even had that awareness, but I still probably would have went and eat something. And now this is like the third or fourth time I put weight on and off. And this time I have the awareness. So I know, okay, you're tired. You want to eat something bad. Okay. And let's either replace that habit or let's just love and accept it, you know? Let's just be with it and be okay with it and be like, this is where my life is right now, you know? Like I've had a stressful week or, and just being okay with it and not being hard on myself, or like, I'm aware of this habit and I'm going to try and change it slowly, but I'm not going to change it all right now, you know? So I think the first thing in loving weight gain is gratitude and just acceptance of this is a habit and it's going to help me change my habits even more than I had ever, even in the past, been able to change them. Yeah. Number 2. And please comment as you're watching this if you have like, if you can relate to this, or if you can say like, oh yeah, like during my weight gain and my weight loss, like this was a habit that I noticed kept coming back for me, because it's helpful for other people to be able to relate and understand each other in that sense. Okay, I guess I kind of combined number 1 and number 2. So number 1 was kicking my old habits and coming back stronger. Number 2 was learning more about myself and accepting myself within the weight gain and the weight loss, and accepting those habits and loving myself during those stressful times and periods in my life. Because I really do think for a lot of people that weight gain and weight loss it's just flow. It's just what it's going to be your whole life. And yeah, it's not a big deal. It's part of life. Even like if you look back like thousands of years ago or hundreds of years ago, they used to fast and famine. So they would go through times where they would eat a lot, and then they would go through times where they would eat nothing. So of course, we go through periods of high stress and periods where we feel awesome. So just like being more like open to that has really, really helped me. What else? Oh, this is maybe one of the best tips and things that I'm super grateful for my weight gain is my body transformation. Each time is 10 times better than the first body transformation. So the first time that I lost weight, I was super skinny, incredibly skinny. Like I could see my ribs, which I thought was attractive and awesome, which was great at the time. But looking back on it, I had no strength really. I could run for miles, but I had no strength. I couldn't lift a lot of weight. I couldn't maybe run for short intervals. So now this is like my 3rd or 4th time putting weight on and off, and this time I know that I'm going to be even stronger. My body is going to come back and look way more awesome, first of all. It's going to feel more awesome, and I'm going to be able to do more with my body and understand my body more than I ever did in the past. I might have some better balance, strength, and cardiovascular abilities, because my body is learning to have to adjust and change with the weight that I've put on. Okay, so that is number 3. Every time you lose and gain and you lose again, your body is going to be 10 times better and look way more awesome than the first time and feel more awesome. Number 4. And please comment. Like, I would love to hear your comments if you're watching, and just comment and let me know like what your yo-yo experience has been, or what your weight gain and loss experience has been. And if you're just hopping on, please go back and watch the beginning of the video so that you don't miss the first 3 or 4 tips, okay? So number 4 is just a true love and acceptance of myself. I have never, ever looked in the mirror and been like, I love my tummy. I don't think I've ever looked in the mirror before and been like, I love my tummy. But I think this is like the first time that I can look in the mirror and be like, yeah, I love my curves. Like, they make me look so womanly. Like, I've never ever been that person. I've always been like, I want to get rid of this, or I hate this, or whatever. But I can actually say, like, I look in the mirror in the morning and I'm like, I actually kind of like these curves. Like, you know, they make me look like a woman, and like, I don't know, it's nice. So I think, it's just, weight gain has really allowed me, and multiple weight gains and losses have allowed me to love myself during those periods. And now this time that I've gained weight has actually helped me to like just be totally accepting of it. Whereas maybe the last couple times I wasn't 100% accepting of it, and this time I feel like, yeah, it's okay. It makes me look a little more feminine. So what? You know? And of course, like, maybe I would like it to change a little bit, but I'm happy. I'm content with things. So, yeah, I think just number 4 is just love and accept yourself and try and see something that you do like about your body. And, you know, yeah. And the whole process of ups and downs and yo-yoings has really helped me to love and accept myself. So see it as this is a chance for me to love myself deeper. Thank you. That's how I feel right now. I just feel like saying, thank you, God. Like, thank you, because this is a chance for me to even love and accept myself deeper than I have before in the past. So thank you. And number 5, this is the biggest tip or reason why you should be grateful for weight gain. It is a transformation fucking vessel. Yes. So anytime that you gain weight, it's a gift. It's a gift to say, I am ready to transform, or I can transform or change. And I am ready to let go of that shit that's not serving me anymore. And excuse my language, but that's how strongly I feel about it is, yeah, I really do personally think that weight gain has a lot to do with our emotions, and transformation happens by letting go of those emotions, and weight loss happens by letting go and accepting those emotions. So even if you think about when you're eating food, how much emotion is attached to that food, really you think like, I think a lot of people think like weight gain happens because we eat like crap. Well, why do we eat like crap? It's because we're feeling something, you know? We're feeling tired. We're feeling unloved. We feel like we need attention. We need more. We're bored. These are reasons that we eat, but it's a feeling, you know, it's not, I need chips or I need ice cream, whatever. It's something deeper inside of you. It's something that you're feeling. It's something that maybe you're not aware of, but it's there. And it's, anyways, when we gain weight, it's the biggest vessel for us to transform our thought patterns, which cause the emotions, okay? So our negative thinking causes the emotions. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to save enough money for our trip. I don't know. I'm worried I'm not going to be able to make that bank payment, rah, 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 rah. So that builds up in the heart, or that panic or fear, and it becomes, I don't have enough. I don't have enough. That thought pattern becomes, I don't have enough. And then you feel it in the body as an emotion, and then you go to the fridge and you eat something to cover up that emotion. This is all very basic, but it sounds kind of like, woo, out there, but it is. And it's just having that awareness of our thought patterns that can heal us and change the way we eat. And when we actually lose the weight, we lose those thought patterns too. Or at least that's been my experience, is when I transform or I lose weight, it happens because I change my thinking. And usually it happens through the exercise, pushing through that pain, that discomfort, which often happens when we eat. But when we exercise, we also have those feelings of pain, discomfort, or we just show ourselves that, you know, we're good enough and we're going to show up for ourselves and that we can do it, and, you know, nothing is impossible. And yeah, so I really do think that weight gain is the biggest miracle that you could ask for. And I just want to say thank you, God, for the last 15 pounds I've put on, because yeah, it's because I've been thinking some very negative things to myself, and I'm ready to change those thought patterns, beliefs, and habits, and come back even stronger and better than I was before, and kick those habits and be amazing. And yeah, and I'm excited to help other people do that too. So if you have any questions or comments, please message me, or I would love if people would comment below and talk about their own weight gain and weight loss experience, because really it's being vulnerable and open and talking about it is the first way to release, that build up and that feeling inside of I'm not good enough or I don't like myself. It's the first thing that you can do to help yourself, is really to just comment and be vulnerable and be open. And maybe you're not ready yet to do that. And if you're not, that's okay. You can message me and I'd be happy to just hear your story, and hopefully we can relate and just talk and connect, and that would be great. Yeah, or if you have any questions about just the journey of acceptance and during that time period, or even questions on weight loss or gain, please feel free to comment below or message me. What else did I want to talk about? Sorry, guys. Oh, if you found this video very helpful, or if you found it had that aha moment, or you thought, wow, this was really beneficial for me, and someone in your life who you think would also value this video, please tag them in the comments below, or personally share it to their page or in a private message. I'm not sure if you can do that, but that would be great, because this is something that is totally transformed. How many people gain weight and hate it? I love it. I'm happy about it. I want other people to be happy about it too. And find peace within it. So yeah, if you feel like someone else in your life would benefit from this, please tag them in the video. And if you hop on and you're watching this later, so it's not a live stream anymore, please feel free to comment still. I will go back and I will personally reply to anyone who comments on the video. And so don't think if you watch it later that I won't see it. I'm going to watch the video for the next 48 hours. And then I would also like to do another Facebook Live this week. So if anyone has any suggestions, or if there's something else you would like me to talk about, please comment below with what you would like me to talk about. Anyways, I love you all. I really do. I love you. Have a wonderful afternoon, guys.